The companions of Nabi Kareem sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the great awliya Allah, whenever they had a difficulty, they surmounted it. There were many who were tortured and flogged for what they were preaching, and yet they continued the mission of Deen to become great beacons of light for humanity. Look at the likes of Hazrat Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal rahmatullah alayhi, the likes of Imam Shafi, Imam Malik, Imam Abu Hanifa rahmatullah alayhi, great scholars of Deen who were put through great difficulty, but they persevered with patience and became leaders of civilization. Today, at the first sign of calamity, we run. At the first sign of difficulty, we run. We don't have the patience or the fortitude or the perseverance to even take the smallest of tests. When it comes to the blessings of Allah Azza wa Jal, they surround us from head to toe and we want more. But when it comes to the test from Allah Azza wa Jal, we're not willing to accept it. Before you take yourself into a state of absolute, horrific mental disability, before you disease your mind and soul and heart with despair and discontent and a refusal to accept what has happened in the past, think. The world doesn't run according to your will. The world runs according to the will of Allah Azza wa Jal. You didn't decide to be born. Allah Azza wa Jal blessed you and created you. You didn't decide where you were going to be born. Allah Azza wa Jal decided that. You didn't decide what you could eat. Allah Azza wa Jal decided that. You didn't decide how tall you would become, what color your eyes were, what color your skin was. Allah Azza wa Jal decided. You didn't decide whether you had 2 legs or 1, or you were able or disabled. Allah Azza wa Jal decided. You will not decide when or where you die. Allah Azza wa Jal will decide. And that same Creator decided to test you with a difficulty, a problem, a disaster, a calamity, a disease. How dare you question that? Why do you refuse to accept it? By not accepting it, it does not make 1 iota worth of difference to the grandness, the majesty of Allah Azza wa Jal, to the power of Allah Azza wa Jal. But it wreaks havoc on your mind because you refuse to accept what has happened. Once you accept and move on, life is beautiful. You have people who are living in the disasters of the past. They've got every blessing of life, but they can't let go. Why did he say this to me? What happened there? He disrespected me. I am now a disrespected person. And people spend their lives in this misery. They cannot move on. In every situation, learn a lesson. Ask yourself, why has this befallen upon me? Is it because of the sins that my own hands have sent forward? Is it because I disobeyed Allah Azza wa Jalla and His beloved Habib sallallahu alayhi wa sallam? Is it because my household is in difficulty because my children don't pray salah? Ask yourself these questions rather than the questions that the shaitan puts to you. Oh, had you done this, then this would have happened. Had you done this, this would have happened. No, this was the decree of Allah Azza wa Jalla. And no doubt my lack of good deeds was a factor in it. I'm going to increase my worship of Allah Azza wa Jal. I'm going to increase my sincerity in salah. I'm going to read more Quran. I'm going to try and make a Madani environment in my home. I'm going to try and bring my children up in the correct way. And in this way, I'm going to prevent future calamities. If you spend your life obeying Allah Azza wa Jal and His Habib sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, if the Quran is recited in your home day and night, if the entire family are reading namaz all the time, and at namaz time, it's like a beautiful atmosphere where everybody's running around looking for prayer mats and doing wuzu. Every morning you can hear the recitation of the Quran. Every evening you can hear Surah Mulk Sharif. There is ghar dars at home. Your children are praying the naats of Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And this is the environment you live in. Then Allah Azza wa Jall's mercy will descend. Then you will be protected from calamities. Then you will have done what you were decreed to do. you will have fulfilled the purpose of your creation, which was to worship your Creator and recognize Allah Azza wa Jal, and to obey the commands of His beloved Habib sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Sallu ala al-Habib sallallahu ta'ala ala Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.